guess we're partners for right now. Let's do this chapter 1 exercise, I guess. Do you have a copy of the textbook? Because, if you don't, you can, I can't really have you look along with mine because I'm not just going to hold it up to the camera, but, you can just let me read it out to you. You got one? Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. This textbook is a lot thinner than I would have expected. Not that I want it to be long or anything, but it just seems like we'll go through this kind of fast. I don't know. But I think we're supposed to look at chapter 2, if I'm remembering what the teacher said. The professor, I guess. But I wasn't really paying attention. It is chapter 2? Okay. Cool. I gotta open up chapter 2. Let's see. We got first. Weighted voting. 5 partners jointly own the Gaussian Electric Company. Okay. So I'll just get out my notebook. My notebook. I don't know why I chose yellow for math. I just think it was like sort of just like a last minute decision. Kind of just whatever I had in my backpack at the time. But it's time to start taking notes, I guess. P1 owns 15 shares of the company. P2 owns 12 shares of the company. P3 and P4 each owns 10 shares. P5 owns 3 shares. With the usual agreement that 1 share equals 1 vote. Describe the partnership as a weighted voting system. Decisions in the partnership are made by simple majority. So I guess we would just take the people who own the most shares, right? So P1, since it's P1, it's 15 shares. The most say. I guess that makes sense. I would think. And then decisions in the partnership require 2/3 of a vote. So I guess figure out how many total shares there are and figure out how many different combinations can get to 2/3. And that's like, theoretically how many different outcomes you could have, right? I guess so. You hear those ambulances outside? I think there's a fire truck going by too. Okay. So it's 2/3, then P1 and P2 definitely have enough. P1, P2 can definitely take the majority of the vote. But so could P2 if he was with P3 and P4. P2. P3 and P4. Then they could get the majority. Is that making sense? I think that's how we're supposed to do it. I don't know, because Dr. Michaels isn't really the best at teaching. He's kind of a weirdo. But can we go to the next page? On the next page. Are we really doing this? Is he really just gonna have us do problems the entire class? Because I'm like not about it. I mean, there's not really a way for him to like check to see if we did them really either. You know, thanks to the whole like social distancing not being in class thing. It's not like he's gonna collect homework. And if he's like, hey, send me a picture of the work that you did in your notebook, I'm gonna be like, no, my camera's broken. Can't send you a picture. What are you majoring in? Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm majoring in criminology. Yeah, criminology was my first choice. I just really would love to be like a crime scene detective. You know what I mean? Try and like solve cases and things like that. I got my glasses I would totally wear if I was a detective. I would just rock these all the time. Bam. Yeah, I mean, they're just plastic. They're not anything super fancy. But yeah, it's my detective glasses. You do any like clubs or anything? Soccer? That's cool. Yeah, I used to play soccer a long time ago. I sort of moved away from soccer when I got to like high school, and then tried to play basketball, but not that tall or that good, so that wasn't really very successful. But I mean, it's fun. Yeah, I like basketball. I like soccer. Soccer's cool. I haven't played soccer in a while, but definitely be down to play sometime. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sort of done with this whole textbook thing. I'm not really feeling it. I'm more of like a science guy than a math guy, you know? What's your favorite subject? History? History's cool. Yeah, I like history. I got a world history from like 16 something to like 19 something, I think, class that I gotta take later today. But I mean, so far it's not too bad. I don't mind it. But my favorite class is definitely my first science class right now. It's just biology, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, I've always been like a big science nerd. But I mean, history's dope too. Heard some crazy history stories. Like there was this guy who I forget what his name was. It was like Timur the Awful or something like that. And he was like invading this town, and he basically told the townspeople like, hey, if you surrender quietly, I promise that I won't shed any blood on your soil or won't kill any of you guys or something like that. And so I mean, they figured might as well trust the guy versus just getting into a fight and dying anyway, so they ended up trusting him, and he had them buried all alive, which is crazy and like super brutal and awful. You probably think I'm a total weirdo because I know that, but I don't know. That was just like some crazy historical fact that I learned and I thought was really interesting. Do you like play games at all or anything? Oh, you have an Xbox? What do you play? Warzone? I like Warzone. I haven't played it in a little while, but I used to play it sometimes, and it was pretty fun. I wasn't like ever super good at it. I was more good at like the traditional Call of Duty stuff, domination and team deathmatch and stuff like that. Never really like the crazy Warzone and everything like that. The battle royales, I've never been super good at the battle royales. Oh, you play Minecraft too? Dude, I love Minecraft. Minecraft's like one of my favorite games. Yeah, the new update's coming out pretty soon. Yeah? Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm so excited for it. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, it's crazy. All the new caves and everything. It's gonna be super dope. I'm not sure when the teacher's gonna come back and get us, but we probably should do like at least one more problem just in case. Just in case he comes in, just so we're ready for it. Okay. So weighted voting systems. Consider the weighted voting system. 16987. Write down all this. This is number 29. I'm looking at number 29, by the way. Yeah, you got it? Okay, alright, cool. Write down all the sequential coalitions, and in each sequential coalition, identify the pivotal player. Well, if they only need to get to 16, then if the 3 players, so let's see, who do we got? So we got P1, P2, and P3. They have 9, 8, and 7. If we need to get to 16, that means that player 1 and player 2 can go together, because 9 plus 8 is 17. So obviously that is more than 16, so they would get the majority vote. And then the pivotal player would probably be the person with the most votes, I think. So that would be player 1, because they have 9. And then player 1 and player 3 would also work, because 9 plus 7 is 16. And if they get 16 votes, then they make it, right? So 9 is probably still the pivotal player, so I'd say P1 is still the pivotal player even in that matchup. But then P2 and P3 by themselves don't work because 8 plus 7 is 15. So you would need to do P1, P2, P3, and that would only work if the pivotal player is probably still going to be 9 because that's the most votes. And what's the total amount of votes? 9 plus 8 is 17 plus 7 would be 24. So it would be 24 votes out of 16. And the pivotal player would still be person 1. So then it's answer number 2, because 2 has those 3 options. Right? Yeah. I'm going to go with it. And if it's wrong, it's wrong, you know? I guess that's the whole point, because the teacher will just explain it to us after the fact, and we'll learn how to do it. I'm cool. I'm cool with it if you're cool with it. We can get back to talking about a lot more fun stuff. You said you play on Xbox. You play anything on PC? No, nothing crazy. Ah, it's fine. It's cool. I play on PC, but you know, it's like not like PC Master Race or anything, but oh, this thing? What? Oh, you can see it in the mirror. That thing right there. That's it. Yeah, that's here. I'll show you. So this is just the top. It's a wax candle. You can just drop these little wax cubes that I have into this little pop piece here, and it'll melt it down when I turn it on. I don't have it plugged in right now though. But yeah, that's what that is. Just gonna leave that right there. Yeah, I mean, well, pretty sure a couple of those games like Warzone, I think Warzone's cross-compatible, so if you want to play or anything, you know, just hit me up, let me know. We can definitely play together sometime. Yeah, you're down? Alright, it's dope. You're gonna have to carry me though, because I haven't played in a while, so I'm probably gonna be a little rusty. Apologies. Yeah, I feel like the teacher's gotta be coming in soon. It's been like 19 minutes. I feel like that's a long time to just leave us here doing math problems. And we've only done 2. How many were assigned again? I didn't give an actual number. Yeah, that's why this is always so difficult. Like, how many we're supposed to do? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna hop back to the other chat anyway and just see what everybody else is doing, because it looks like people are starting to go back, so alright, well, good job solving the math problems. I'll message you my name afterwards on Warzone, and you can hit me up and we'll play, alright? Yeah, dope. Sounds good. My name's Jack, by the way. Yeah, you can just call me Jack, it's fine. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, hey. See you in class.